change. Okay, so anyways, this is a chat with me. I love to chat. I'm very chatty. I'm like those memes. I don't know what the memes are called when you're a yapper. No, I'm definitely a yapper. Yap. I need a mate, a spouse. I'm getting all instinctual. A mate. I've been on I need a mate that is really good at like listening. No, like has rapport with me. Anyway, sidetracked. So this is my chat with you, and I just wanted to be like more present and like more put myself out there. So been building my behind the scenes concepts, been building my behind the scenes, would I say persona? Been growing into a new character. Like, I don't know, I've just been, it's kind of like you have to set the foundation, like, like when you have like a movie, you have to have like a storyboard and like have some sort of direction. I mean, definitely I could get on camera and just be like, yap. I could do it. Promise you I could. I don't know who would be mesmerized by that. But so I have my diary here in my hand. That's what I'm looking down at. I'm not shy. I can make eye contact. I'm not afraid. So I just have some notes. Being all professional. So anyways, today I wanted to talk about creating change. So I know that people struggle with change, like there's lots of quotes and there's lots of philosophies and there's lots of beliefs and there's lots of mindsets about like, change. And I don't know, I feel like we've come down here on earth for a reason. I feel like, it's kind of like, I mean, coming down on earth, you're like, okay, you've come here with a purpose. You've come here with something. Like, what do you want to do on this earth? Something is a big question. I know it's a deep question. I'm a very deep thinker. I'm going to make you think deeply. I'm going to make you question, have an existential crisis. Sorry. Joking. I'll just make you have an awakening. I promise you. I'm just here to unlock certain parts of your brain that you have forgotten. Anyways, so I don't know, just have you thought about like what you really want to do on this earth? Like you hear, I was listening to a song by Beyonce. It's the song. It's such a vibe. And it speaks to me, when a song speaks to you. Like, and it's like, what do you want to leave on this earth? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to like, like there's painters who left magnificent artworks. There are singers that have left songs. Like there's a legacy that you have to leave. And I don't know, I'm just fascinated. And I'm like encouraging you to be fascinated by the concept that you can actually leave something on this earth that will impact generations. It doesn't necessarily have to be for fame. Like you can be like, I want to create a business to leave behind to my children, my grandchildren. It doesn't have to be so like out there like me. I'm just like, like you have people that have, like you have Jesus came down and changed the spiritual, can I find the word, spiritual, yeah, it was kind of like a spiritual revolution, I guess. Spiritual revolution, I call it a spiritual revolution. So he's a spiritual revolutionary. He came down and he left, like, now 2,000 years later, people are like inspired by what he does, what he has done, like. So I just want you to think about like what do you want to leave behind? Anyways, so I want you to think about just like an ASMR. And we'll do an ASMR. I mean, people say my voice sounds cute. I don't know what my voice sounds like in ASMR. No, I was gonna do like a guided meditation. I want you to dive deep into your mind today and think about a place that you would love to change. Anyways, so I just want you to think about, I think I've said that like 5 times. I think I have. I'm doing a lot of thinking lately. So what do you want to, where do you want to create change? And change doesn't necessarily have to be like from one bad thing to a great thing. It could be like, like I have a garden and it's really beautiful, and it's just noticed that it has a lot of orange flowers in it, and I'm really craving pink, so I just want to put some more roses in my garden. So these changes don't have to be big, but change is something to be embraced. But anyways, let me not ramble on. Let me just keep it there. And I just hope that the changes that you want to make in your life and the change that you're craving gets answered and manifested. That's love.